After days of deliberations in a mega rally attended by thousands of people, veteran Karnataka BJP leader KS Eshwarappa today filed his nominations from Shivamogga Lok Sabha constituency as an independent candidate. Despite several attempts by the BJP leaders to pacify him, the rebel leader decided to take on his friend-turned-foe, former Chief Minister BS Yediyurappa's son and sitting BJP MP BY Raghavendra from the constituency. It's been exactly a month today when BJP released its second list of candidates in which veteran BJP leader KS Eshwarappa's son KE Kantesh was denied a ticket from the Haveri Lok Sabha constituency. The ticket was given to former Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai. Upset, Eshwarappa announced that he would contest the election as an independent from Shivamogga. Since then, there was a suspense on whether the senior BJP leader would take such a big decision against the party that he along with others built in the state. The suspense ended today as Eshwarappa threw his hat in the ring. So, is this a foolish or prudent move? Will the BJP pacify Eshwarappa to withdraw his nomination? And what are the implications on the BJP if he decides to go ahead and contest the election as an independent? To analyze these and more, we have political analyst Professor Chambi Puranik and N.V. Krishnakumar with me, Mahesh Chitnis. Thank you very much for joining me on this discussion on India Today, SoSouth. My first question is to Mr. Krishnakumar. Sir, Eshwarappa was denied a ticket in the assembly polls. He accepted it and was also praised by PM Modi. But this time, when his son was denied a ticket, he has been openly targeting Yediyurappa and his sons. How do you see these developments? Is this a foolish or prudent move by him?
Mr. Eshwarappa, like you said, abide by the High Command when they asked him not to contest in the assembly polls. But according to BJP insiders, what I am told is that they took a survey of all the constituencies for the Lok Sabha elections, and Mr. Eshwarappa's son Kantesh's name didn't play well with the voters nor with the BJP workers. So he was denied a ticket. Having said that, this election is being fought on Mr. Modi's name and not on Mr. Modi government's achievements and not on any of the work done by local MP. So Mr. Eshwarappa, BJP High Command could have been little kinder to Eshwarappa by giving his son a ticket. What is the point in making a sitting MLA contest, and then if he wins, they have to again, he has to resign from Mr. Bommai has to resign from the Shigaon constituency, and then there will be another by-election. So BJP High Command, I feel, could have been kinder to Mr. Eshwarappa and given his son a ticket simply because he's been a loyal soldier of the party. He like you said, he was open to High Command's decision and said, okay, you don't contest, I will not contest. So they could have been a little kinder to him.
Mr. Puranik, how do you see these developments? Was it a foolish move by Eshwarappa or was it an intellectual one?
No, I agree with my co-panelist Mr. Kumar that the BJP High Command could have been little more flexible and kind to Mr. Eshwarappa. But I learned from sources which I have verified that in the survey it seems there was a big risk if the ticket is given to Eshwarappa's son Kantesh in Haveri. So instead of that, Eshwarappa asked for ticket here in Shivamogga for himself. I think these two things must have made High Command to worry over, why we should give the seat to both Eshwarappa's son and Mr. Eshwarappa himself. So, and lose the seat and all that. That internal survey, 2-3 surveys they have done. It is not survey of the local supporters of BY Raghavendra or anybody else. It is their own intelligence and all that. So, one thing. Second thing is, I think, in terms of the performance-wise, I think BY Raghavendra has done very well. I think he has grown over the shadow of his father in the last 5 years. If you see the track record, so that means 290 questions he has asked, and then 6 times he has moved the matter, 0-hour discussions on the issues of coconut growers and others in the Shivamogga area. And also, when you look, visit city, Shivamogga city I have visited a couple of times, there is a lot of difference. Of course, BJP party and all others have certainly contributed for that in terms of making it smart city, airport, and roads and the highways and all that. That is all together. But as an MP, I think if you see another important record, proof of the pudding is in eating. If you see MP lad friend, that I think he has used maximum amount. That is he was number 2 in the country in the previous tenure. But in this particular tenure, what is his rating? I don't know. But I'm told, I also, when you called me 1 hour before, I called to some of Shivamogga people and asked them. I said, by and large, if Yediyurappa's name is not brought in, Raghavendra will definitely. So that means to say, both Eshwarappa and Yediyurappa can be a kind of not liability, can be a little bit of problem for because he is not identified as BY Raghavendra if both the names are there, either enmity of Eshwarappa or the blessings or shadow of Yediyurappa. These are two things that we have to verify from the present context. The fourth thing is, I learned, BY Raghavendra has an advantage over it because previous 2 times the opponent candidate, Madhu Bangarappa and others, they have lost the election. From 2009 onwards, mind it, Mahesh, it has been, out of Congress hands. That means to say, it is a strong forte of BJP. BJP is a strong forte. And as Mr. Kumar said, if they had given it to Yediyurappa, there was a little bit of risk because of caste factor. You know that. Because now Kurbas will be divided because of Siddaramaiah. Just
Yes.
after 30 seconds. Because of Siddaramaiah, Kurbas votes will be divided. And Eshwarappa will not get more votes of Kurbas. And those people who oppose Yediyurappa, if they support Eshwarappa, he may not reach the winning. So in Kannada, there is a saying, Mahesh, Nandu one kannu hodru paravilla, the next man should lose 2 eyes. So if I lose 1 eye, let the other fellow lose. So his aim is to defeat and teach a lesson to Mr. Yediyurappa, not to BJP. BJP come. Fourth thing is, probably I will tell in the next discussion, that there may be a hidden group within the BJP which is telling him not to withdraw from contest. And so to defy high command is only a mask. There is something hidden agenda behind his very firm, defiant kind of decision to file the nomination. I think, it could be one of them. And that's how I look at it as an independent observer.
Mr. Krishna Kumar, interestingly, the BJP leaders are silent on Eshwarappa despite him targeting the senior most leader. The BJP has time till April 22, which is the last day to withdraw the nominations. Do you think Eshwarappa might be bargaining for plum post for him or his son?
It's quite possible. But as far as Mr. Eshwarappa, some wisdom should prevail. He will not even cross 50,000 votes in my judgment. Without the party symbol or without the BJP symbol or without the BJP supporters, he will have very difficulty in crossing 50,000 votes. And the second thing I wanted to say is, I think BJP supporters and their leaders are trying to put up this survey as a cover for not denying him his son a ticket. Because if you go strictly by surveys, Mr. Pratap Simha, who showcased his achievements in Mysore, was denied a ticket. He was the best performing MP in Karnataka. But the BJP High Command chose to go in another direction, denying him ticket. And Ms. Shobha Kandralaje, who was the worst performing member of parliament, has been given a ticket in Bangalore North. She was Udupi Chikmagalur, people chased her away. So this survey is just a cover to say that, we ran Mr. Mahantesh's name and his name didn't come up. I don't believe strongly in that. But as far as BJP High Command is concerned, this election is fought and the local leaders are concerned. This election was fought on Mr. Modi's name and Mr. Modi government's accomplishments. And denying Eshwarappa's son ticket was somewhat, I would say, is injustice to the man who has served the party very well for the last 40 years.
But Mr. Puranik, if what Krishna Kumar is saying has to be taken into the account, don't you think BJP could have handled this entire episode in a better way? Why all these issues of disgruntlement coming to the fore and speaking against Yediyurappa, that could have been avoided? What is your opinion on that?
I think, Eshwarappa is, you see, two enemies, if they become, two friends, if they become enemies, how even things which should not have been spoken, they will come out also. That is human nature. And politics I mean, there are no permanent friends, there are no permanent enemies. I agree with Krishna Kumar that they are not treated Eshwarappa with the dignity and the kind of respect he demands. So that may be there, but there could be hidden reasons, as I said, which myself and Krishna Kumar may not know. But BJP has not handled it in a very clever or responsible way. That's why I said, I repeatedly say in all channels that there is a group within BJP, not high command, below high command, which is known very well with Karnataka politics to force Eshwarappa not to withdraw and file nomination and teach a lesson to Yediyurappa. Yeah, that group is very active and that group may damage. This is what I'm saying. You see, it was a safe seat. As I said, a very strong base bastion of BJP. Now that bastion of BJP is challenged not from Gita Shivamogga, but by his own old friend, Mr. Eshwarappa. I think, that's where diplomacy and the kind of experience and wisdom of high command has failed. In this case, I agree with Krishna Kumar that the BJP has not only betrayed Eshwarappa, but it has shown how weak it is in terms of caste equations or in terms of selecting a candidate. If Mantex he was given a seat in Haveri, that could have been a very big risk also. That's why, that's the problem. That problem is there because I know from Haveri, I heard from, if the Lingaites are there, Muslims are there. If Muslims are in majority, they will not give vote to Eshwarappa's son. If Muslims are majority, they will not give vote to Bombay. So both Bombay, Lingait votes and the OBCs and others in the name of Modi and all that. But as he said, it is in Modi's name that this election, specifically 2024 election, is a very relevant election. Either vote for Modi or not for Modi.
Eshwarappa claims that he was summoned by Home Minister Amit Shah to Delhi but was denied an appointment. Do you think if the BJP High Command wanted it seriously, they could have pacified Eshwarappa very easily? Is there a larger game plan the BJP has in mind after the elections to contain Yediyurappa family?
Okay, there could be. That's why I said in the beginning, there is a definite group which perhaps with the knowledge of high command that you have to curb the influence of Yediyurappa and Vijayendra is already there. So they cannot curb the influence of Vijayendra. If they curb Yediyurappa, perhaps that will also make Vijayendra to lie low or mellow down. My hunch is, Mr. Krishna Kumar also is closely connected with his party. I was told that in good confidence or in good faith, Mr. Amit Shah told him to come to Delhi. But Eshwarappa used it as a flashpoint to say that I am still a force to reckon with in BJP. So I think he should not have made announcement about his being called to Delhi. That's one strategic mistake he did. Perhaps Eshwarappa is known for such emotional kind of things, because he is a frustrated man. Not only that, he has been, as I said, instead of betraying, I will modify, say, deny all the best things, though both of them have enjoyed. When you give it to three people of one Yediyurappa's Lingait family, why not Eshwarappa Kuruba? Something could have been given. As he said, perhaps there may be a bargaining point to say that after Bombay, we will give you a seat and all that. Definitely there is a bargaining point. Perhaps Eshwarappa doesn't want for himself. He wants it for his son. So that contest, whatever they have assured, he will not trust High Command. So High Command has to come out with a very clear-cut plan before asking him to withdraw or even announce before the election that I withdraw, nobody should vote like that. But the first thing they should do is tell him not to use Modi's photograph. If they don't do it, that means within the BJP there is a definite group which supports it. This is how I feel. So third thing is Eshwarappa knows very well the tricks of the trade or whatever the inside stories that are there in BJP in the campaign point of view, not in the point of view of it. So therefore, when Yediyurappa is defeated Shivraj Kumar long back, this will be, perhaps it will be our second defeat also if she loses. But instead of 2.5 lakhs, 260,000 margin which Raghavendra won, perhaps it may come down to 60 or 70,000. That also. But anyhow, victory is victory. I do agree that Mr. Krishna what he said, it is an election for Modi and people of Shivamogga will not betray Modi because Modi has come 2 times to Shivamogga. So people definitely, if you go and make a survey, definitely out of 10, 7 will say Modi, not Yediyurappa or Raghavendra. And because of Modi and the kind of support they have given, Shivamogga is a smart city. Shivamogga is the better city. So that could be there. I think some of these things perhaps may work in favor of BJP with a reduced margin. But BJP's high command has either played a definite trick against Eshwarappa, or some within the group below high command have tried to make Eshwarappa to take a hard stand. That's all.
Mr. Krishna Kumar, how do you read this? Has Ishwarappa, by playing this game or the bold move he has taken, do you think it will be a boon or bane for him in the political future?
I've already said it's a bane. He will not cross 50,000 votes in
So I'm
parliament.
speaking about the larger game plan, if that is true.
No, but I don't think Eshwarappa is a powerful community leader even in Karnataka today.
Yeah.
So he is the only Kurba leader BJP has. So they could have given him some merit with that and given his son a ticket.
Correct.
And why Mr. Amit Shah refused to meet Eshwarappa is BJP likes to do things quietly in the background. Unfortunately, I think Mr. Eshwarappa's ego scored over all these political considerations. He announced it in public that Mr. Amit Shah is called. Had he gone quietly, I'm sure Mr. Amit Shah would have met him and told him what BJP High Command can offer him, and they could have had some kind of some kind of an understanding. But unfortunately, he went public. Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah, in the 10 years, they don't like any of their leaders to go public with what they have been told. So that unfortunately has worked against Mr. Eshwarappa. That is why I think he refused to meet Mr. Eshwarappa, because Mr. Eshwarappa proudly announced that, he still got some standing in BJP Karnataka. Mr. Amit Shah is calling him for a discussion. But that kind of thing doesn't go well with both Mr. Modi and Mr. Amit Shah. They like to do things in the background.
Correct.
They like to communicate to the leaders. They don't like the media who plow over it. So Mr. Eshwarappa, had he gone quietly, I'm sure Amit Shah would have met him. But so be it. He announced it and they refused to meet. So that is all now water by the bridge. So we'll have to see what happens. But I'm sure Mr. Eshwarappa, if he withdraws, he might still have some standing in the party. But if he decides to contest and lose, both his son and his future is not will not go well in the Karnataka state politics.
So there you go. The Eshwarappa's future doesn't seem to look like a bright, according to the experts. So thank you very much for joining in with the India Today SoSouth, gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Thank you.